All right. We're going to try again. It says we have excellent connection. We have lowered down our bit rate from 8,000 to 6,000, essentially meaning that my computer is having to work less hard to keep the stream going. And we have the first round pick. Number 8 is wide receiver Jordan Tyson from Arizona State. Forkham. Got that going right now. Let's make sure. I just want to double check here and make sure that my stream is absolutely good for the rest of the night. I want to make sure that it is absolutely good for the rest of the night because I got to make sure I get the screen pulled up again as well. There we go. There we go. We are back. We have the screen going. We're going to keep this up as long as we can here. We are back, Ethan. Yes, we are. We are so back. And I think we maybe only missed one pick. If not, we didn't miss any pick. Jordan Tyson is a top-notch wide receiver. He may end up actually being the best wide receiver in this draft. I think he might be better than the wide receiver that the Titans picked at number 4 in the first round. And yeah, I think this is a really good pick. Jordan Tyson's going to be a boss for the New Orleans Saints. Tyler Shuck is probably really happy right now. All right, well, yeah, we are back in here. We got everything going. It says the connection's excellent. Before I stream ever again, I'm going to go get a Cat 6 Ethernet cord, and I'm going to hook it up into this HDMI port on my laptop so that I can have like some sort of adapter, because this thing does not have an Ethernet cord plug-in. I'm going to make sure I get the Ethernet cord adapter to plug it in and then put it through the HDMI thing over to my little Wi-Fi box over there and make sure that we are good to go with that. And that will be awesome. It was a bummer. The stream just crashed on its own. I was hoping that that would not happen on the first stream. I was hoping that that would not happen. I was hoping it wouldn't happen at all on my first stream in the house, especially with this good internet, but the Wi-Fi, I guess you can never trust it. So we're just going to go with the cord this time and never have to worry about it ever again. But Jordan Tyson crying right now, emotional in the moment. Cleveland Browns are the next team to pick, and the pick is already in for them. First round pick number 9. So we're going to be getting back-to-back picks pretty quickly here. I had to just pop everything in real quickly. Hopefully everything looks the same as it did beforehand when I had the title and then the description and the thumbnail all looking the same as they did on the last stream I started up here. And then we're going to work on fixing whatever issue that was causing trouble. Thank you, Lane. Appreciate it. Good to be back. Yeah, it's unavoidable. Yeah, apparently it is. The last thing you said, you were explaining your last name and it went off right when you sounded like you said ass when saying Askew. Yeah, my last name is Askew. You say not Askew, but you say Askew. But I say the Askew Crew. I also put this stream on low latency, so when I say something is happening on the TV, you will hopefully hear it almost exactly as it happens and as I'm saying it. Even on my phone down here, I had a little bit. I always have my phone down here to make sure the stream sounds okay, and it was about 5 minutes behind what I was actually saying. That's how you guys were so far ahead of me, is because my stream was so far behind in actually getting what I'm saying to you guys. So right now, what I'm saying should be happening pretty quickly for you guys. Oh, I turned my volume off. Yeah, it's like 10 seconds behind what I'm saying. I just said that last sentence a second ago. And in 10 seconds, I'll say what I just said right now. All right, a lot of booing going on still for Goodell. There's so many people here. Cleveland's pick is in, but will they take a commercial break beforehand? I feel like we're doing maybe 5 picks, then commercial break, 5 picks, then commercial break. Let me tell you, those Browns people look so miserable. Every single time they're shown, they look totally frustrated and miserable. Is there going to be a smile? Can I get a smile or a clap? Oh, there, that guy in the back is smiling. That guy in the back has a good attitude. It's time for a Baja Blast break, everybody. Snap into a Baja Blast. If we say that enough in streams, maybe one day we'll be sponsored by Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Look at those poor Browns fans. Sad, poor, sad Browns fans. You poor little things, you. Buy a small hammer. Hang it up next to the Wi-Fi box. I wonder why I can't see the chat. Let me close out the control panel real quick. There we go. I need to move this up. I'm in OBS Studio right now, and my control panel's on top of this. It's weird. 9th pick of the 2026 draft. Spencer Fano, the offensive tackle. Whoa, wait a minute. The offensive tackle for Utah is the first tackle taken off the board. Unless I missed something. The selection has been made. Here, I'll catch up with the chat here shortly. Did Mauioga? No, Mauioga is still on the board. Oh, wow. What? No way. What? Mauioga wasn't the first guy taken? I don't know what to say right now. I don't even know what to say. Let me open up my YouTube live control panel real quick again. I want to move it up above the chat so then I can see your new chats coming down. I couldn't see them. Now I can see them. And I have the control panel above it, and then I have all your comments below it, so I can still see what you're saying, but I can still see if my stream is in excellent shape or not. But it will be. I'm going to Best Buy tomorrow. I'm literally going to Best Buy tomorrow to make sure that I can get this adapter and Ethernet cord set up so that we never have this issue with latency ever again with the stupid Wi-Fi. I'm paying for fiber internet here, guys. This should not be a problem. We are flying through picks right now. We just had the last 3 picks in the last 3 minutes, and we got the Giants coming in with their selection. Will they pop in with Francis Mauioga? It looks like they will indeed get Francis Mauioga. The Giants select with the first round, 10th pick, Francis Mauioga to help out that offensive line. He's the second offensive lineman off the board, and he ends up being a top 10 pick. Good for him. He's going to make that team much better. Like I said earlier, he in the other stream now, he is a dog. Buy a small hammer, Ryan, and hang it up next to the Wi-Fi box. Hammer, yeah, you know, I'm going to buy an Ethernet cord. This internet is way too good to be messing up right now. I'm drinking a Pepsi Wild Cherry and a cream. Those are really good. Just been drinking water, Ethan. Good for you. Good for you. Healthy, healthy. You'll be helping with pony rides tomorrow, Ryan, until 7 p.m. That sounds fun. That sounds exciting. Look, I'll pin this right here. That still works. You'll be helping with pony rides tomorrow until 7 p.m. How does one get into helping people with pony rides? All right, boys. All right, everybody. I think we're back. I think we're fully back. And Mauioga is going to the Giants. And now the Cowboys are on the clock. This is going to help, though, regardless of how we're doing today. When the NFL season starts up, having this OBS studio is going to be insanely good for helping our channel be way more professional, look way better, and bring in more people to the channel to subscribe and join us. Oh, your dad's girlfriend's family does it. Okay. And you have a Packers tumbler. Nice. I should get a tumbler. I'm just drinking straight out of the can. I'm raw canning this thing here. Oh, yeah. It's just so good. This is the best soda on the face of the planet, guys. They're showing Mauioga highlights. That could have been a Cardinal right there. But I am absolutely not going to complain about the Jeremiah Love pick. Not going to complain at all. Dallas getting back-to-back picks. I'm sure they'll find a way to screw it up, though. I'm sure they will mess it up somehow. Where's their back-to-back picks at? They're on the clock. And the next pick, it's literally right now. What? Round 1, pick 11, and then round 1, pick 12. What? They could get Reuben Bain Jr. and Caleb Downs back to back? I take back everything I said. This could be insanely good for them. Oh no. Oh, Mauioga saying he's ready to die for New York. Don't say that. Cam Scadaboo's gonna put it to good use. Don't say that. He will hold you to that. Follow your dreams. He's saying follow your dreams. He said, never mind, Miami got the 12th. It looks like it's a glitch, maybe. Maybe it's a glitch. It says the Cowboys have round 1, pick 12. But yeah, on the TV, it says Miami has pick 12. So it's just a glitch on the website. Let me refresh the website real fast. There we go. It updated. I refreshed it. It updated. Giants are making the playoffs next season. I fully believe that they could totally do that. If Rex was here, he would agree. Rex is a Giant. I think he's the one who's the Giants fan. I don't know. I think it was Ethan who was the Titans fan. Rex is the Giants fan. I'm obviously a Cardinals fan. I don't know if you could tell. I'm not sure if you noticed. I'm not sure if you could tell, guys. All right, we're on a commercial break. I think every 5 picks they're doing 1 commercial break because they got to make that ad money. Yeah, Lane, you're a Packers fan. We have multiple Packers fans that hop into the streams throughout the regular season since we got several of you from Tom Grossi's channel. Auburnators, you're a Bills fan with Chris. Chris is also a Bills fan. And then we know Liz is a Dolphins fan. That one's pretty obvious. Liz is loud and proud for those Dolphins. She makes it very clear. Very clear. So, back-to-back offensive linemen taken. I was blown away that the Utah offensive lineman went before the Miami offensive lineman, Francis Mauioga. And luckily, I'm kind of glad I don't have to say Francis Mauioga or Mauigoya because for some reason I just can't pronounce it correctly. So I'm really happy that I don't have to say that forever since he's a Cardinal. Like if he was a Cardinal, I'd have to say it all the time. I'd have to be putting in every video, every single stream, every single game we watch. I'd have to talk about Francis Mauigoa. And I don't know who Francis Mauigoa's name, what his name sounds like, okay? It makes me sound drunk, okay? So, I'm really happy we have Jeremiah Love. Much easier name to say. Jeremiah Love. It's a really wonderful name, actually. Probably one of the best names on the planet. One of the best names on the planet. You heard it here first. Welcome to Arizona, Jeremiah Love. Welcome to Arizona. So happy to have you here. And one day there will be a Love jersey hanging right off of this wall right here. If you show up for us, my boy. If you show up for us, I will hang up your jersey. I'll get your signature. I'll fly down there just to get your signature. And then I'll hang your jersey up right there on the wall, right above or below the Patrick Peterson signed jersey that I have in my closet right now, but didn't have time to hang up yet. I will absolutely do that. You mark my words, Jeremiah. Who do you think will make the most surprising decision in the draft? Ethan, I think that already happened. I think that already happened with Tennessee's first round pick number 4. We need to go ahead and real quickly, I'm going to pull up all of the, there we go. We can have this screen open. ESPN. So you guys don't see how bad I am at spelling. I'm just going to go ahead and turn my camera on while I pull it up. I'm pretty good at spelling. I don't want you to see me Google ESPN live draft analysis. There we go. We're going to pull up both of them. We're going to do the tracker. With the 11th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys have selected Caleb Downs, Ohio State, safety. Strong safety. Or maybe he's both. Maybe he's a free safety and a strong safety who can go back and forth. Weight 206, 5'11". 5'11", that's my height. Okay. All right, yeah, so basically we'll have all the picks right here. All the picks right here on this screen. Let me show you what I'm looking at. This is all of the picks. We can look at everyone who's been taken so far. We can go through it together, but we can also go here and we can go back when we're about to get a pick in and we can see it that way. It only took us the first 10 picks to figure this out, guys. That's all. We're only 33% of the way into this. We still got 66% of the way to go. Okay, I'll do that later. Perfect. All right, taking a look at who we got. I think that the most surprising pick so far to answer the question is Carnell Tate out of Ohio State, wide receiver. Look at all the Ohio State Buckeyes in the first 11, though. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of the first 11 are Ohio State Buckeyes, dude. This entire team is basically at draft day together. You listen to a Packers podcast person named Ryan. Well, he sounds really cool. Caleb Downs is an elite pick. Well, the Cowboys are really going to enjoy him. I do get in quite a hurry, Liz. You're right. When is it not storming in Iowa, Lane? I feel like it's storming all the time in Iowa. Who is the Cards QB going to be this year? Auburnator, it's going to either be Ty Simpson or Jacoby Brissett. We're either going to pay Jacoby Brissett a few million more dollars for this single season, pay him like the starter he wants to be paid like, and then he'll kind of screw us over slightly for the year, but we will still end up having him for the season, or we're going to have Ty Simpson if we end up making a trade here and picking something really late. But man, look at that. Carnell Tate, number 4. I mean, that's just really not where he should have gone. He may be great. And if they got their guy, great for Tennessee. But look at all the names after Carnell Tate in this draft here. Look at all of those names. Arvell Reese, Delane, Styles, Tyson, Spencer Fano, Francis Mauigoa, and Caleb Downs. Those are all players that I think could end up being better than Tate. The Bears owe $2 billion in taxes. No way. That's terrible. Caleb Downs. Good pick. Good pick. Good pick. Okay, we're going to hop over to the other screen. We're about to get our next pick for the Dolphins. Liz, who are they going to go with? Is saying best available. Still Ruben Bain Jr. Surprised he's still on the board, actually. There's a lot of great names that I'm still shocked about. People were saying that Ruben Bain Jr. was a weird pick, considering he has such a short wingspan and has such tiny arms. But I think that Ruben Bain Jr. may actually end up being quite a beast for whoever takes him. Jerry Jones standing there in the Cowboys room with like 27 other people. How big is this draft room for the Cowboys? Oh my goodness. They're in Frisco. Frisco's a really lovely area. Love Frisco. You hope they don't pick either one. Mekhi Lemon, wide receiver USC. Yeah, I don't think that's the best pick right now. And then the edge Ruben Bain Jr. from Miami. I like Ruben Bain Jr. The jury's still out on him, but he is an absolute dog. We're getting rid of all the dogs in the draft so far. The absolute guys who are going to get in the trenches and get their hands dirty. Ruben Bain Jr. may be one of the last ones on the board. But hey, looks like you're good, Liz, because first pick, 12th pick in the first round, the Miami Dolphins select Caden Proctor, offensive tackle out of Alabama. to help Malik Willis get some more blocking. Good for them. Good for them. That is the third tackle taken off the board. And, you know, I think that's perfectly fine. I think that's a perfectly fine pick. Let's go back to grading the picks. I give this one a B, solid B, maybe a B plus, considering they're trying to keep Malik Willis safe. I think that that's a very smart pick. This is a big dude. He's a left tackle. He was one of those guys blocking for Ty Simpson. And man, you know, Alabama had a lot of games. They did really well this year. And then at the end of the year, they started fizzling out quite a bit. But this guy's a great blocker. He seems like maybe a bit of a better run blocker than a better pass blocker. But at the same time, this guy is definitely a good pick to keep Malik Willis safe. So I think this is a good pick for Miami. I'm going to give him a B plus on this pick. I definitely am not mad at this at all. They're showing him catch a pass and almost get a touchdown there. I might have to move to A minus after that. I might have to move it to A minus. This all could adjust into the video I make when I grade all the draft picks, but let me just say that this is a very smart move to keep their new quarterback safe. We don't want another Tua Tagovailoa situation with Malik Willis. They got 100 people to draft one player. Yeah, the Cowboys did have that. That was hilarious. Bain will be around 30. If Bain falls to 30, that is an absolute steal. You can call it that right now. Last Dolphins pick should be defensive lineman Uar Bernard. I don't know who that is, but let's go. Let's go. I'm with you. Since I don't know who it is, I'm all in. If Bain falls that far, Buffalo better draft him. If Bain falls that far, the Cardinals better come back into the first round late and pick him up as well. I think every team would want him if he falls that far. If Bain is still on the board at 20, I'm going to just absolutely lose my mind. You got the Rams at 13, the Ravens at 14, the Buccaneers at 15, and the Jets at 16 after the commercial break. But the pick just got in for the Rams. Are they going to go with Ruben Bain Jr.? Now is where everything's up in the air. Who knows who's going to get picked and who's going where? Why do I got a feeling the Rams going to draft him? You know, the Rams are pretty smart, and they're always good enough that they can kind of draft whoever, and then they'll plug them in to the already insanely good team they have, and it doesn't matter who they pick. Well, we're on commercial break. We're going to go back to camera here so we can have a nice full screen camera. It doesn't matter really who the Rams draft. They could draft whoever and then make them good at whatever position. They're one of those teams. I think the Seahawks are in a similar position right now. The Rams had to have traded with somebody to be 13, right? They had to have someone else's draft pick because there's no way they would have been like pick 27 based on where they finished last season, or pick 28 or 29, because they were one of the last 4 to 6 teams or something in the entire. They were one of the last 4 teams. They were in the NFC Championship game and they got pick 13. That seems like they took a pick off someone with a trade. Was it a Cardinals pick? I could see them having done that. The Cardinals like giving away picks. Who do you guys think they're going to pick? Found Pack Daddy Ryan on YouTube. Ryan. Is Pack Daddy Ryan. Is that his name? That's his name. Rams don't need Bain. Who do the Rams need? Let's see what their let's see what it says here. Been calling him Bigfoot. He's Nigerian. Stats are extremely good. He just needs time to learn U.S. football. Well, it worked with some of the Australian players coming over, so why wouldn't it work for him either? I think that you're totally right. All right, let's look at our picks so far. Looks like my wife just got home because the dog is barking. But don't worry, we're down here in the basement where nobody's going to bother us. We're in our little man cave. We're safe. We're good. We got our Baja Blast. He has a Spotify lane? Okay. A YouTube podcaster with a Spotify. All right, here is the 3rd through 12th draft pick. Who do you guys think is the worst pick and best pick out of these 9 picks here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It is showing 10 picks technically. Out of these 10 picks here, who do you guys think is the best and the worst? Also, stick around to the end of the draft. I got my fun little song that I think's pretty sick. I like the song quite a bit. Ruben Bain Jr. is sitting there. He's got his Miami pin on. He's got his gold chain. Kind of pissed that he's still on the board. He's going to be one of those players who's like, they all wrote me off, and now I'm sacking your quarterbacks and getting interceptions. I feel like he's going to sound just like that. Both Giants picks are elite. Yeah, Arvell Reese and Francis. Offensive lineman and a linebacker. Well, if Kate is home, she's sure taking her time getting in the door because the dog is still barking. Ruben Bain going to become Aaron Rodgers. Is Ruben Bain a bit of a diva? I don't think the Rams want a diva. Well, look, unlike the Cowboys draft room, the Rams draft room has like 5 people in it in Inglewood, California. They got a whole 5 people in their room. Yeah, I'm with you, Bro Tato. Those Giants picks are awesome. Love the Cardinals pick. Don't like the Titans pick. Love both Giants picks. Chiefs pick is great. Sonny Styles is great. Jordan Tyson's a great receiver. Probably the best receiver in the draft. Better than Cardinal Tate, possibly, in my opinion. I think that Jordan Tyson might be the best receiver in the draft. That's just my opinion. You got Spencer Fano and Francis Mauigoa. I think they're both amazing offensive linemen. I think Mauigoa is better, in my opinion. Caleb Downs, awesome. Caden Proctor, really good pick. Saints making the playoffs next year? Well, they're in that weak division. They could totally make that happen. iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, another one where you can have exclusive stuff. That's where he's on. Okay. Saints making playoffs next season. I could see the Saints making the playoffs. Any of those teams could make the playoffs. I mean, it just depends on who wants to win more than 9 games. If anyone wins more than 9 games in that division, they're going to be in the playoffs for sure. Okay, let's get ready for our next pick. The pick is in for the Los Angeles Rams. I accidentally closed the screen. Sorry, guys. If you close out the tab and minimize it, it's dark. Sorry about that. Hey, I found it really quickly. We saw it real quickly before it became a problem. And it is no longer a problem. We're good to go. Okay. Here comes the Rams pick. The Cardinals may just chill with Jeremiah Love for the rest of the night. Because the idea was that they were going to trade that 3rd pick back and then get 2 picks later in the first round. Oh my goodness, the Rams have taken Ty Simpson. 13th pick in the first round. Quarterback Ty Simpson from Alabama is off the board at number 13. The replacement to Matthew Stafford is going to be Ty Simpson. He will not become an Arizona Cardinal. He is going to the Rams. Way too early, in my opinion. Way too early. He may end up being a great system quarterback for the Rams, and I think that that's a great team for him to go to. I think him going at 13 at the same time is ludicrous. Luda. What on earth? Wow, that is a shocking pick right there. That is a shocking pick. What the hell just... What the fat hell? What the heck just happened? What? Just a sec. Just someone please explain to me how that's the pick. That makes my head hurt. I was thinking maybe Ty Simpson is a last 2 picks of the first round, first 10 picks of the second round is kind of where he would be drafted and it would make sense. But the 13th pick of the first round? This dude did not show you enough game film or enough of anything at all to be that guy. And he is being picked way earlier than I think anyone is anticipating. Who knows? This guy could end up torturing the Cardinals for the next decade. So if I talk crap about him right now, I will get blasted by him until I'm 41 years old. High risk, high reward for the Rams. I thought for sure the Cardinals were going to figure something out to go get Ty Simpson, but if he's going at 13, that's too valuable. It is official now, guys. Ty Simpson will not be the Arizona Cardinals quarterback going forward. He will not be. That means the Cardinals are probably not going to pick a quarterback unless they pick one in the later rounds of the draft. And I think the only other guy they would even remotely be interested in is Carson Beck, and I don't want them to pick him. That is a very surprising pick, very early in my opinion. He's got it in between the ears. He's a very smart football IQ quarterback. But he also showed that even against some strong SEC competition, he was having a very hard time at the end of the season. And who knows if that was coaching? Who knows if that was on him? But it remains to be seen if he's going to be an elite quarterback or not. But learning under Matthew Stafford, one of the greatest quarterbacks I've ever seen, is probably a really good place for him to be instead of him being with Jacoby Brissett and Gardner Minshew in Arizona. But that means that it makes it very likely that the Arizona Cardinals are going to ride with Jacoby Brissett next season. That makes it very likely that they're going to pay him $4 or $5 million more and he'll be the starting quarterback going into next year. But I'm not upset that we didn't get Simpson. I think the Cardinals should hold off until next year for a quarterback. I think there's a better set of quarterbacks probably showing up next year in the draft. And that's when we can go get a new quarterback for the future. Cardinals need to stop reaching out like the Browns always do and grabbing quarterbacks and then regretting it because you have to rely on the guy you drafted for at least 3 seasons before you give up on him. And then you end up regretting it and never getting better. So I think that this is great, actually working out well for Arizona. But this is probably one of the top 5 teams Ty Simpson could have ended up on to end up developing him into a good quarterback at the NFL level. So I think this is a great move for Ty. Good for him. And he might be a sleeper. But right now, as of this exact moment, based on what we've seen from Ty, this is a C- pick. This may be a worse pick, in my opinion, than the Carnell Tate pick. No, actually, I completely changed my mind right after I said that. Completely changed my mind right after I said that. The Carnell Tate pick is more surprising. It was the fourth pick in the entire draft, and you took Carnell Tate. I think the Ty Simpson isn't quite as bad at 13. Oh man, that's a real toss-up. That's a real toss-up. Lane, you said you also own a PS5 since December 2nd of 2025 for exactly $500. Nice. Is that a good deal? I don't know what PS5s are going for right now. I thought they were selling for that when they first came out. High risk, high reward for the Rams. Yeah, Ryan needs a Cardinals WWE belt. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'd put it on my shoulder every stream. Was not expecting him to go that early. Yeah, no, I thought he'd be like a first round pick 29 or pick 30. He went about 17 picks quicker than I expected. All right, Ravens selecting round 1, pick 14. They are going with Oliavega Lone, Penn State offensive guard. We're getting a lot of offensive linemen off the board here. This is the Ravens pick. The Penn State offensive guard, who's with his family, is going to Baltimore. There you go. They did need offensive line. It was one of their needs, and there they go. They got him. Reuben Payne Jr. is still on the board. Clearly, his physicals were not very impressive to many teams, and it's because his arms are smaller than mine as far as how far the wingspan is. I got a longer wingspan than that guy. PS5 are going for $900, but the PS5 Pro, $1,100. That's terrible. I think we've officially seen the most surprising decision in the draft so far. Glad the Rams took the heat off the Titans' decision and the Cardinals as well. I'm with you on that one. I agree. But hey, Oliavega Lone started 32 of 44 career games, all at left guard. So he's going to be a left guard for the Ravens. I'm going to give this one a B on my grade. I think that this is a smart pick for the Ravens. Got to keep Lamar Jackson healthier than you did last season. Of course, it's hard to block for a quarterback that scrambles around as much as Lamar Jackson. So it'll be interesting to see how he fits in that offense, but I'll give it a B. So far, really, I've been pretty positive with most of these people's grades. Been pretty positive. Let's take a look at it again. Yeah, we got pick 5 through pick 14 here. We got Arvell Reese. We got Mansour Delane, Sonny Styles, then Jordan Tyson to the Saints, Spencer Fano to the Browns, Francis Mauigoa, that's better, to the Giants at 10, Caleb Downs, first, and then pick 11, Caden Proctor, first round pick 12, Ty Simpson, first round pick 13, and then first round pick 14 is Olia Vega Lone. I should have made a song for commercial breaks when I am stepping away real quick for commercial breaks so that I could go check on the dog or get a drink or go to the bathroom or something. I didn't make one of those. I didn't do one of those. So I'm going to click on the starting soon button real quick, run upstairs and see why the dog's been barking for 10 straight minutes and why Kate isn't home yet. And then I'll be right back down. We're at commercial break right now, waiting on round 1, pick 15. Be right back. Okay.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we're gonna let it out. Tonight, we're gonna let it out. Tonight, we're gonna let it out. Just like the sunrise, we're gonna let it out. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night.
Okay, I got him. Here he is. My mic is working. I unmuted it. Here's the dog. He was just barking upstairs for 10 straight minutes at nothing. The house is fine. There's no intruder. This guy's just being crazy. And Kate isn't home yet. But when she gets home, I guarantee you, he's going to go crazy again. And then he's going to go get her. And it's going to be wonderful. And he's going to be like, Mom, I love you so much. And that'll be awesome. Okay, back into it here. Tampa Bay, the pick is in. And I thought that it said who they picked already, but I guess it has not said who they picked. I know both versions of Link in NSC and Hellcat. There's a lot of good songs they have. I'm going to definitely be playing a bunch of different ones as we keep going on. But I'll probably have the same outro song. I have the Fat Rat Back One Day as my outro song. I enjoy it quite a bit. All right, let's see who the pick is for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They ended up choking away 2025 and missing the playoffs at the last second. Let's see if they end up doing that again. Here comes Roger Goodell. They're playing the music loud so that he doesn't get booed quite as loud. All right, with the first round pick number 15, the Buccaneers have selected Ruben Bain Jr. Ruben Bain Jr. from Miami is finally off the board. It just took half of the entire first round. He is the 15th pick. And I think that's a really good pick for Tampa Bay. I think that that's a great pick. Overtime and jackpot, yeah. He's one of my favorite artists, especially since he's creator friendly. The Jets are back on the clock here, pick number 16. And now we've got Jermod McCoy of Tennessee. He's a volunteer. And then Mekhi Lemon, wide receiver out of USC. Both players are the best fits from what we are seeing here on ESPN's website. Ruben Bain Jr., position rank was number 2. Overall rank was 9. He slid all the way to 15. I think this is an absolute steal. This guy is a dog. Probably the last dog in the first round out of the top dogs. Ruben Bain Jr. is going to be awesome for Tampa Bay, and I hope they enjoy the pick that they got with him. That is going to be awesome for them. He really doesn't have to go that far. He just got to fly back to where he already was and then stay right there. Nugget, you have a little knot in your armpit. We just brushed you yesterday. How did that even happen? How's that even happen, buddy? The pick is already in for the Jets as well. They're just probably going to wait because we got to get Ruben Bain out here. Maggie, hold up on the table. What do you have to say about the last pick? What do you have to say about the last pick, huh? What do you thinkings? What do you thinkings, Bubba? Do you like the Ruben Bain Jr. pick? How about Jeremiah Love? Jeremiah Love, yeah. You're a Broncos fan. That's fine. Just go ahead and say it. You can just say it. Spit it out. Say you're a Broncos fan. Liz is going to be mad. Hey, I think Liz is happy that he just didn't go to Miami. I think that was the main thing she was concerned about. I'm perfectly happy with this guy wherever he goes. So he's definitely a really good player. He's probably upset he fell so far, but the further you fall, the better team you're going to be playing on. So I wouldn't even be mad if I was a player falling back a little bit because now, I'm on a better team. Oh, no. Oh, you put me on a better team. That's so bad for me. The Jets, let's see what they do with their second pick. They already got a beast of an edge rusher in David Bailey. Now we are going to figure out what their the first round 16th pick is going to be. And then the next pick will be the Detroit Lions with the 17th pick in the first round. Little Nugget. He's such a good draft partner here. He really is. He's so fun to watch the draft with. He's so exciting to watch a draft with, huh? Ruben Bain Jr. had 83 pressures in 2025. I saw what he did in the playoff as well. He was very good. All right, here's the second pick. First team with a second pick, and they seem very excited in the Jets draft room. Very excited indeed. Let's see what those Jets went up and what they concocted in their draft room. Let's see, it could be Lemon, it could be Cooper, it could be McCoy. It's probably Lemon. Bye, Nugget. Nugget's gonna go back upstairs and bark at some more things. This is the part of This is the part of the first round where things sometimes start to get a little bit like, we're still going with this. Just pick your guy and move on, bro. They really try to milk this for all it's worth. With the 16th pick of the first round, the Jets select Kenyon Sadiq, tight end out of Oregon. Well, okay. They went ahead and didn't get a guy that was the best pick. They didn't get Lemon, McCoy. They didn't get any of those guys we were just talking about. They went ahead and got Kenyon Sadiq with the 16th pick in the first round. He's a quick, athletic tight end, more of a fast one, an explosive tight end. 6'3". He is more athletic than most tight ends you'll ever see. I saw firsthand what he did to my Texas Tech Red Raiders in the playoff when we scored 0 points and their team did a little bit of stuff against us. I mean, our defense held them for a long time, but he's a really good tight end. At this point, just kind of get your guy, whatever pick you are. You're in the back half of the draft now. He's a good player. Definitely not mad at the pick, but I think there may be some better picks they could have done. I'll give him a B on this one, Jets. I'll give the Jets a B-. Let's go B- on the Sadiq trade. The Sadiq draft pick. All right, next pick is the Lions. They need edge, defensive tackle, offensive tackle, cornerback, and running back. But I don't really think that that's actually really a need for them. Let's take a look at these picks right here. We've got them all on the board. Vikings need players so they can keep the Bears in last place. Yeah, I don't really know who's going to pick. I don't know what's going on for the last bit of the draft. Like the last 16 picks here, could be anybody. I mean, if we're taking a look, you've still got Lemon. You've got another offensive tackle. This is a Georgia offensive tackle. This is another good guy in Monroe Freeling. And there's 2 or 3 more offensive tackles that are still available. Still some pretty good guys here. Second round's going to have a lot of good guys as well this year, but mainly defensive guys, in my opinion. But yeah, right now, we're just going to hang out. We're just going to see what happens. We are just going to see right now, waiting for the Lions. They got the pick in, but we got another commercial break. They're now doing the commercial break like every 3 minutes or so. Every 3 to 5 minutes. They're like, let's just do another 2-minute commercial break. How about that? How about that? Well, let's just go back into the Jordan Love talk. This is so amazing. I'm so excited about this. Let's open up his profile here. Jeremiah Love's NFL draft profile. Love is coming off of 2 extremely productive seasons. He's an explosive runner who possesses great burst and acceleration with the ability to create separation early and the top end speed to take it the distance when he finds green grass. He is extremely light on his feet with great quickness and agility to maneuver through high traffic areas. Love has fluid hips and the suddenness to also make defenders miss in the open field. He displays patience as an inside runner. Love has good vision, though he will miss an occasional running lane. He has good core strength and contact balance to break tackles and consistently runs with determination and effort. He is an extension of the passing game because he's also a receiving running back as well. He has receiver-like ball skills and is a good route runner out of the backfield. He also brings value in pass protection, showing toughness and willingness to square up defenders at the point of attack. Overall, Love was an extremely productive back at the college level and has the complete skill set to be a playmaker at the next level. The comparison they're saying is Reggie Bush. The pro draft analysis, the Cardinals didn't have the biggest need at running back with Tyler Algier signed in free agency and James Conner back for 1 more year. Then again, only the Raiders averaged less rushing yards per game, so flooding the zone with ball carriers makes sense. Love is arguably the best player in the draft, and whenever the Cardinals get their quarterback of the future, whether later in the first round or otherwise, having a strong running game will ease his onboarding process. And I think it's one of the best picks of the first round. Dirty Mountain Dew tastes like ice cream, even though it's ice cream. Yeah, dirty sodas are really good. I like all the dirty sodas with the real cream, all that fun stuff. I love all the dirty sodas. And the Baja Blast one at Taco Bell, they do it at Taco Bell. If that's what you're talking about, they do it at Taco Bell. It's really good, really yummy. I've had it like 3 or 4 times, and I love the dirty sodas. But I've been doing this before it became popular. I went to Sonic, and I would get the real cream in my sodas all the time. So I had dirty sodas before they were cool. So, ha! All right. With the 17th pick of the first round, we're about to find out from a guest announcer who the Lions pick. Mountain Dew Cream Soda. Oh, that's probably really good. Really good. Is this a Make-A-Wish kid? Aw, this is a Make-A-Wish kid announcing for the Lions. Oh, I love that. But I'm also really sad about it because Make-A-Wish kid means they have terminal illness. Let's go, Ethan. Easton. The Detroit Lions select with the first pick in round 17, tackle Blake Miller out of Clemson. There it is. Blake Miller out of Clemson, and now the Vikings are on the clock. A lot of tackles in the first round this year. Blake Miller is one that I know the least about. 54 straight starts, wrestling background. He's 6'6", 317 pounds out of Clemson. And I mean, yeah, definitely looks pretty good from the highlights. Who knows if that'll translate to the NFL level, but that's like the 4th or 5th tackle. Let's close out the Carnell Tate analysis and take a look here at our picks so far. How many tackles we've had. We got 1 tackle, 2 tackle, 3 tackle, 4 tackle. 4 tackles in the first 17 picks this year. 4 tackles. Wow. You're a former Make-A-Wish kid because of the 2 tumors you have and was Disney World in Florida in 2007 after the doctors found the tumors when you were born. So you went to Disney World in 2007 as a Make-A-Wish kid? Well, I hope you had a great time. That seems like a really fun trip. Hopefully everything's going a little better now. Seems like you're still doing pretty good. With the 18th pick, the Vikings already picked it. They're going to pick Caleb Banks out of Florida. That's a defensive tackle. I don't know about this pick. He's not a defensive end. He's a defensive tackle. Goodell announced it as defensive end, but he's a defensive tackle. And he is the 18th pick in the first round. The doctors are keeping an eye on them. Well, I'll hope for the best for you. Absolutely wishing all the best for you. Because that is crazy, dude. Right? Oh, so we got 3 viewers right now, Lane. We got my phone, we got you, and we got 1 other person. So I don't know who that is, but whoever you are, happy to have you here. I don't blame people. At the end of the first round, it starts to get kind of boring. The NFL draft isn't for everybody. It's not like we're watching. It's not like we're watching like some crazy play-by-play of exciting football games right now. Okay, Kate is home finally. Kate is home. Carolina Panthers are on the clock right now. We still got Makai Lemon on the board and Jermod McCoy. We've had both of them being the best available and best fit for the last 4 or 5 teams here. I'm not sure about this guy. This guy's been dealing with foot issues out of Florida. Florida did not do good at all in college last year. Not really sure about this pick. This seems like a kind of pick that is not the pick you were saying, Lane, that Minnesota needed to knock the Bears off. This is not the pick they needed. This is not the pick they needed, in my opinion, to get better than they already were. So the defensive tackle out of Florida, we'll see how that goes for them. The dog's running all over the place upstairs right now. Watching hockey, there's 2 games on during the draft. Yeah, don't tell me what's going on in the Avalanche game, Lane, because I want to watch that after this. I want to watch it after. So I know that's probably on tonight, and that's my team. Hey, hon. How's it going? Oh, bring that sexy body over here. How's it going? Good. We're on pick 19 already out of 32. Probably another hour and we're done. Nugget, stop barking. Nugget's just getting crazy over here. What's up, Liz? And dog? And dog? And dog? You look good. You look really good. I might need to come over there and get a kiss there. Don't worry, I'll come up there in like an hour. I'm glad you had a good leg day, honey. Okay, still commercial breaking, but the pick is in for the everything's lining together. A pick is in for the Panthers. And then it does look like this isn't a glitch this time, Lane. It does look like the Cowboys do have another pick in the first round, pick number 20. And it's highlighting safety as their biggest need. Well, it highlighted safety because they already picked one. So they still need linebacker, edge, tight end, cornerback. I think that, that's a lot of defensive positions. I think I'd probably go with an edge or a linebacker. But if they want to just go full secondary, then maybe they'll do that. I think that the Cowboys are the kind of team that's going to go with a receiver next, though. They love having a lot of good receivers. They already got 2 really good ones on the outside with Pickens and Lamb, and now they just might want to add another really good rookie to that wide receiver room. So they might go with Lemon after the Panthers here if the Panthers don't steal him up. It's right at 9 for you, Lane. Yeah, I think I'm at 8 o'clock right now. It's 7:57 here just now. So that's my time here. And our low latency is working really well. When I say something, it's happening on my phone like right after I say it, which is great news. So the low latency is working out really well. Really well. I'm wondering if the Cardinals are going to get more involved with this first round. It doesn't look like they are. It looks like we're happy with Love and we're just going to go have a good night at the bars to celebrate now. Our entire draft room is probably gone, but we got Philadelphia, then Pittsburgh. Oh, it says Carolina, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Los Angeles Chargers, Dallas, Cleveland. Okay, so something happened, and this every single time they pop the Cowboys up, it seems like it's glitching out. Yeah, they've traded up with the Cowboys. All right, the Panthers pick is coming out right now. Panthers selection is another offensive tackle. This is the year of the offensive tackle in the first round. With the 19th pick in the first round, Monroe Freeling from Georgia, offensive tackle, is going to Carolina with a team that is really getting better. And I think that maybe if Bryce Young continues to get better each year, as he's been doing, this Freeling guy can be a big deal for keeping him safe. Good pick for Carolina. Good pick. This guy is gigantic. 6'7".